everybody, it's Lou. It's a very special guest today. But first, let me tell you, ICF, as you know, has 3 awards. We have the Smart 21, we have the Top 7, and of course, we have the Intelligent Community of the Year. From March 24th through the 27th, the Intelligent Community of the Year 2024 is going to host the Smart 21 Conference and Awards, and these are the semifinals of the ICF of the Year program. That city won its award in Barcelona, Spain in 2024. And now it's, of course, world famous Curitiba. Now, there's a lot that's been said about Curitiba. We've said a lot has been reported, and you can read more. We're going to learn more today. But very little of this, honestly, would have been possible without my guest. So Dario Paixão is the president for the Curitiba Agency for Development and Innovation. And he's here today to talk about some of the insights that you would get if you traveled to Curitiba in March for that event. And of course, we want to talk generally about Curitiba as an intelligent community because it didn't happen overnight. They were actually a Smart 21 community 8 times in the program. So, Dario, welcome to the intelligent community, soul of the city.
Yeah, thank you, Lou. I'm very happy to be here talking to you about our summit, Smart 21, that is going to be, everyone will be welcome in March here down southern Brazil in Curitiba.
Yeah, and I bet you don't have 8 feet of snow like I have in New York.
No, it's going to be warm and nice. So
Exactly. Well, the average temperature there is like what this time of year? The average temperature in March is 7.
It's around 22 to 27 degrees Celsius, so it's very good.
Okay.
And it's summer, so it should be
right now.
Warmer.
Summer.
Yeah, it should be warmer, but we're in the south of Brazil, so that's why. Some cities in Brazil get up to 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you, my friend. You couldn't be any colder than we are right now in New York. So we'll be down there to fall. You know, Dario, I have to, you and I have talked about this often, but as I mentioned, Curitiba was in the ICF program for many years. So you're a case study of how to develop into an intelligent community. You achieved Smart 21 status 8 times. You were a top 7 4 times before Barcelona, before you were named number 1. Why, in your view, did the city perform so well and with such consistency? That was always the thing that impressed me.
Curitiba's sustained success did not stem from a single initiative or even a political administration, but from enduring structural factors that align closely with the ICF evaluation model. These include a commitment to long-term planning, a stable innovation ecosystem, inclusive economic programs, strong connectivity, and deep civic engagement. Together, these elements created the consistency necessary for measurable citywide progress. And this foundation was built upon 2 key pillars. First pillar, a decades-long culture of integrated urban planning, which since the 1970s has strategically connected land use, mobility, environmental management, and social policy. This approach remained stable across different political administrations, allowing for steady development. And second, the city strategically...
So that's the consistency. That was where the consistency comes from across multiple political offices, political regimes.
That's true. And second, the city strategically strengthened its economic focus around 2017 with the Pinhão Valley Initiative, our innovation ecosystem that connects startups, academia, government, and corporations. So this move established Curitiba as a top Brazilian startup hub, attracted tech investment, and expanded workforce training, thereby reinforcing multiple ICF factors simultaneously. And underpinning these efforts was a core strategy centered on sustainable and citizen participation. The
Yep.
city's renowned environmental planning, efficient public transport, and green spaces enhanced its quality of life, attracting talent and business. And furthermore, civic engagement has been central with programs like Fala Curitiba, or we call here the Speak Curitiba program, enabling residents to directly influence public priorities and spending. This participatory model, highly valued by the ICF framework, strengthened the city's social capital and amplified the impact of its other policies, culminating in its recognition and intelligent community of the year. And so
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
no, that's and you've laid it out perfectly. That's our method. That's our system, and you guys were doing all of it. And of course, the planning was key. I mean, you guys proved that urban planning works. You actually, we're promised fast buses here in New York by our new mayor. You guys have fast buses. You've had them
Yeah,
for a long time.
yeah,
And with regard to the sustainability, I always like to tell the story that when you guys decided to go that way, people derided you. They accused you of building a golf course versus a city, and
yeah.
yet you had 3,500 businesses come in as a result of that and related planning, which I thought
That's
was
true.
remarkable.
That's true.
Dario, the other question I have you, it's a response actually. You mentioned citizen engagement, which is really fundamental there. You really go in and you ask people what they think, and there's an intersection between technology, which you guys use brilliantly, and that whole aspect of, I would call it human empathy, trying to understand the citizens because it works both ways. You help them by engaging them. And of course, they help you because they give you so much information. I sent you the other day a link to Jensen Huang being asked about his definition for smart. I think they asked him who is the smartest person he ever met. But he went into this thing about smart. And he talked about a smart person is one, I'm going to quote it. We'll drop the link down there. Is one who understands the intersection of tech and is astute at technology, understands technology, but has empathy. And this was important, and I wanted you to respond to it, Dario. The ability to infer the unspoken, right? To
Yeah,
preempt problems before they occur, to look around the corner. That sounds an awful
yeah.
lot like what's going on in Curitiba. Am I right?
Yeah, well, what struck me most was how this completely reframes the typical idea of a smart city. We often think
Yeah.
of them as just being packed with sensors, gadgets, but I was really struck by a point Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, made. He argues that in the future, with AI handling more technical problems through intelligence, won't be about technical knowledge alone. It will belong to those who can combine tech with human skills like empathy, intuition, and understanding context. Curitiba's
Yes.
entire model reflects that shift perfectly. You can see it everywhere in our approach. In Curitiba, technology is never the end goal. So improving human outcomes is. So our digital tools are designed to support people and not replace them. So you have digital inclusion programs that bridge the gap from low-income residents and smart mobility projects that focus on making commutes safer and more accessible, not just moving cars faster, for instance.
Right.
So even our
Right.
environmental tech, like sensors, is ultimately about creating healthier neighborhoods and better parks. The philosophy is totally human centered. Ultimately, that's what makes Curitiba's strategy so distinct and effective. It aligns exactly with that forward looking vision, a place where technology is evident, but the real intelligence is found in empathy, long term planning, and applying those tools to solve real human challenges. Our success isn't defined by flashy infrastructure, but by a consistent
Right.
decades long focus on lifting the quality of life for every citizen. So that's the smarter kind of intelligent community. And that you find in
Exactly.
Curitiba at the Smart 21 ICF Summit
In March.
in March.
Exactly right. And that's what we call the soul. That's what we call the soul of the city, the human centric city. And it
Yeah.
has economic consequence. In addition to the performance of your companies, you mentioned to me that you guys got millions of tourists this year. You're a city of 2 million, and on a per capita basis, you probably have as many tourists as we get in New York City with our Broadway and our Metropolitan Opera and so forth. So, I have to ask you two questions. First of all, what was that number? How many tourists did you get?
Yeah,
Was it
8
3
million.
million?
8 million.
8 million. 8 million. I
8 million in the
totally
whole year
underreported.
2025. That's of course
8 million.
local
Wow.
and some domestic tourists. For international tourists, about
Yeah,
half of a million. Yeah. So for
unbelievable.
for for
That's really
each dollar
unbelievable. And
spent in Curitiba, we got $22 back. So the economy, so it fosters the
nice.
economy a lot.
Right. And so, of course, the question in everybody's mind is, what's this place look like? How do they do that? Right? It's what they always ask about us about Taiwan. How does Taiwan do it? NVIDIA just committed a big development to one of our other intelligent communities in Taiwan. And of course, they're asking the same thing about Curitiba. How do you guys manage to accomplish this? And so, my last question, Dario, is when people go down there in March, the 24th to the 27th, you're going to have tours of the city. What will they see?
Okay, so we're looking forward to an exciting agenda for the Smart 21 conference and announcement this March. The opening day will feature insightful seminar presentations and discussion panels. The second day will be eventful, featuring a comprehensive city tour, participation in the Smart City Expo Curitiba conference, the same summit that we have in Barcelona, that happens here in a stadium, a soccer stadium. Last year we got 23,000 people attending this conference, and concluding the agenda, the Smart 21 agenda, we have the award ceremony in the evening, a dinner ceremony.
And that would
So
be
the
for the
central,
Smart 21, which,
yeah, yeah. And the central aim of the
yeah,
tour is to demonstrate that Curitiba's success is not the result of a single showcase project, but of an entire city model shaped by decades of integrated planning. So visitors will begin at IPUC. IPUC is the Urban Planning Institute that has guided the city's development for over 50 years. To understand its foundational planning philosophy, they will see this philosophy in action at the City Operations Center with its real-time urban hypervisor platform and our digital wall for security. At the collaborative Pinhão Hub, innovation ecosystem, you'll see how our community focused in building one of the best innovation ecosystem in Brazil. And we're seeing a community-focused urban farm that links sustainability with social programs. So throughout the tour, by experiencing the bus rapid transit system, which you have mentioned, we're seeing the historical
Fast buses, real fast buses.
yeah, the BRTs and the historic public spaces
Legendary.
with the innovations around the city and also in the Smart City Expo. So participants will witness how all these elements connect. The story is one of cohesion. So Curitiba's intelligence stems from a long-term strategy that seamlessly integrates physical planning, digital governance, civic engagement, and economic innovation into a single living approach to urban life. So you'll be very welcome.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see you, my friend. And I look forward to being a part of that. And of course, making the announcement of our Smart 21. We really thank Curitiba for hosting us. Dario, I have to let you go, I understand. But I really appreciate seeing you again. And, hopefully we'll see you in a month or so down in Curitiba, where it's nice and warm.
Yeah, I hope all the ICF family can join us at the Smart 21 Summit. And it's going to be great. We're going to learn a lot of things and have
Oh,
fun.
yeah. Yeah. And have a little food.
Yes, that's true.
Little
Brazilian
good
food is great.
All right. Yeah, unbelievable. Dario Paixão, thanks so much. That's the president for Curitiba's Agency for Economic Development, Innovation, and really honestly, the engine behind the Intelligent Community of the Year 2024. And as you can tell, he's a good looking guy. He's smart. He loves his city, and he knows there's no place like home. So, Dario, take care of yourself.
It's true. Thank you, my friend. See you later. See you in March.
You bet. For more information about Curitiba, go to the Intelligent Community website at intelligentcommunity.org, and you can learn about how you can go to Curitiba and visit the city, take the tour, and attend the conference that Dario mentioned. And I look forward to seeing you down there. So that's it for this edition of the Intelligent Community, the soul of the city. Coming up next will be the city of Limburg in the Brightlands region in the Netherlands, which will host our top 7, the next phase after Curitiba's announcement in March. So on behalf of our producer, Ari Yates, and the whole ICF family and our institutes around the world, this is Lou Zacharilla reminding you there really is no place like home, especially if it's Curitiba. Take care.